Chapter 1. On Things in Our Power and Things Not in Our Power. Of our faculties in general, you will find that none can take cognizance of itself. None therefore has the power to approve or disapprove its own action. Our grammatical faculty, for instance, how far can that take cognizance? Only so far as to distinguish expression. Our musical faculty, only so far as to distinguish tune. Does any one of these then take cognizance of itself? By no means. If you are writing to your friend, when you want to know what words to write, grammar will tell you. But whether you should write to your friend or should not write, grammar will not tell you. And in the same way, music will tell you about tunes. But whether at this precise moment you should sing and play the lyre, or should not sing nor play the lyre, it will not tell you. What will tell you then? That faculty which takes cognizance of itself, and of all things else. What is this? The reasoning faculty. For this alone of the faculties we have received is created to comprehend even its own nature, that is to say, what it is and what it can do, and with what precious qualities it has come to us, and to comprehend all other faculties as well. For what else is it that tells us that gold is a goodly thing? For the gold does not tell us. Clearly, it is the faculty which can deal with our impressions. What else is it which distinguishes the faculties of music, grammar, and the rest, testing their uses and pointing out the due seasons for their use? It is reason and nothing else. The gods then, as was but right, put in our hands the one blessing that is best of all and master of all, that and nothing else, the power to deal rightly with our impressions. But everything else they did not put in our hands. Was it that they would not? For my part, I think that if they could have entrusted us with those other powers, as well, they would have done so. But they were quite unable. Prisoners on the earth, and in an earthly body, and among earthly companions, how was it possible that we should not be hindered from the attainment of these powers by these external fetters? But what says Zeus? Epictetus, if it were possible, I would have made your body and your possessions, those trifles that you prize, free and untrammeled. But as things are, never forget this. This body is not yours. It is but a clever mixture of clay. But since I could not make it free, I gave you a portion in our divinity. This faculty of impulse to act and not to act, of will to get and will to avoid. In a word, the faculty which can turn impressions to right use. If you pay heed to this, and put your affairs in its keeping, you will never suffer let nor hindrance. You will not groan. You will blame no man. You will flatter none. What then? Does all this seem but little to you? Heaven forbid. Are you content then? So surely as I hope for the gods' favor. But, as things are, though we have it in our power to pay heed to one thing, and to devote ourselves to one, yet instead of this, we prefer to pay heed to many things, and to be bound fast to many, our body, our property, brother and friend, child and slave. Inasmuch then as we are bound fast to many things, we are burdened by them and dragged down. That is why, if the weather is bad for sailing, we sit distracted and keep looking continually and ask, what wind is blowing? The north wind. What have we to do with that? When will the west wind blow? When it so chooses, good sir, or when Aelios chooses. For God made Aelios the master of the winds, not you. What follows? We must make the best of those things that are in our power, and take the rest as nature gives it. What do you mean by nature? I mean God's will. What? Am I to be beheaded now? And I alone? Why? Would you have had all beheaded to give you consolation? Will you not stretch out your neck as Lateranus did in Rome when Nero ordered his beheadal? For he stretched out his neck and took the blow, and when the blow dealt him was too weak, he shrank up a little and then stretched it out again. Nay more, on the previous occasion, when Nero's freedman Epictetus came to him and asked him the cause of his offense, he answered, If I want to say anything, I will say it to your master. What then must a man have ready to help him in such emergencies? Surely this, he must ask himself, what is mine and what is not mine? What may I do? What may I not do? I must die, but must I die groaning? I must be in prison, but must I whine as well? I must suffer exile. Can anyone then hinder me from going with a smile, and a good courage, and at peace? Tell the secret. I refuse to tell, for this is in my power. But I will chain you. What say you, fellow? Chain me? My leg you will chain. Yes, but my will? No, not even Zeus can conquer that. I will imprison you. My bit of a body, you mean? I will behead you. Why? When did I ever tell you that I was the only man in the world that could not be beheaded? These are the thoughts that those who pursue philosophy should ponder. These are the lessons they should write down day by day. In these they should exercise themselves. Thrasea used to say, I had rather be killed today than exiled tomorrow. What then did Rufus say to him? If you choose it as the harder, what is the meaning of your foolish choice? If as the easier, who has given you the easier? Will you not study to be content with what is given you? It was in this spirit that Agrippinus used to say, Do you know what? I will not stand in my own way. News was brought to him. Your trial is on in the Senate. Good luck to it, but the 5th hour is come. This was the hour when he used to take his exercise and have a cold bath. Let us go and take exercise. When he had taken his exercise, they came and told him, You are condemned. Exile or death? He asked. Exile. And my property? It is not confiscated. Well then, let us go to Aricia and dine. Here you see the result of training as training should be, of the will to get and will to avoid, so disciplined that nothing can hinder or frustrate them. I must die, must I? If at once, then I am dying. If soon, I die now, as it is time for dinner, and afterwards, when the time comes, I will die, and die how? As befits one who gives back what is not his own.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.